This is an orthokeratology case where the patient is complaining of glare at nighttime, and the patient's also a little bit undercorrected in the right eye. Right now I have a difference map up for the right eye, and if we look at the differential, we're getting a little bit over 6 diopters of treatment at the apex of the cornea, but it does peter out fairly quickly. So we're getting enough treatment, it's just not spread out over a wide enough area. That said, I think depending on how long the patient has been wearing lenses so far, just giving the patient a little bit more time may get a little bit more homogeneity in the treatment zone and take care of some of that residual myopia. So I would say if this patient has worn the lenses for 2 weeks already, let's go ahead and make a change to the topo demand. If it hasn't been 2 weeks, I'd give the patient a little bit more time to see if the correction does kind of solve itself. The patient's problem with glare at nighttime is going to be a little bit more difficult to resolve, and we probably won't be able to find a lens that completely eliminates the glare. The patient will always have some just due to the optics of ortho K, pupil size, and the amount of OZ we can get with given parameters. So here we have, this is the patient's left eye. I think the left eye is the one that's going to be a little bit more forgiving because the refractive error is a little bit lower, and the cornea is just a little bit steeper in this side too. So what I've done is put the original lens on the left side, and the right side is a tentative or prospective lens redesign. And all I've done is push the OZ and IC back to, right now it says 6-8 and 7-4. So it's about 1 millimeter larger than what we have in the current lens. And if you look at the back surface of the lens, you can see where the reverse curve doesn't start until a little bit farther outside. Waves, central circle there. And this will help enlarge the treatment zone a little bit. We're not going to get a full 1 millimeter change. If we look at the tear graph, you can see that we still get to, a moderate tear layer of 20 microns at about 2.58 millimeters. And then on the original lens, we hit 20 at 2.5, maybe 2.54, 2.55. So we're not going to get a huge change, but this may help a little bit. We do need to watch out for centration of the lens because we have less periphery to stabilize it. The other thing I would point out is I did have to go a little bit higher in the power in order to maintain the same topo demand as original. When we're treating a larger zone, generally we need, we'll have a little bit more power in the lens to compensate for that. For the right eye, it's going to be more difficult because the patient's a little bit undercorrected right now. And if we do need to increase topo demand for the right eye, that will probably negate any improvement to optic zone size that we get by altering the OZ and IC position, because as we increase the demand, it's just going to push this graph forward. So I think in the right eye, we might be at a best case scenario already, and that is maintaining the current treatment zone size, but adding a little bit more topo demand if we need to. So this is going to be a challenging patient, but these are the changes I would propose for the left eye. And the right eye, if the patient has been in the lenses for less than 2 weeks, I would just give that a little bit more time and see where that residual refraction kind of stabilizes. So hope this helps. Best of luck with your patient, and thanks for watching.